Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the WWE Superstars Undertaker figure from Mattel. I have been wanting an old school gray gear Undertaker in this kind of scale and presentation since way back in the day when I was unable to get the old original Hasbro figure that came with the jacket. So yeah, does this deliver? Well, let's talk about that. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks fantastic, and it's just, as I said, the intro, just that kind of old school, almost kind of He-Man style, and yeah, it just really works. And you know, a friend of mine actually made a really good point about the way they do the faces for this line, and that is that it looks cartoonish because it's supposed to look like toyetic, but it's still very definitively the wrestler, and you know that this is definitely no different. Looks like Mark Calloway circa 91, and that's incredible. And they honestly did some great details here. The green in the eyes, they even did the eye makeup correctly, and just really gives it a lot of depth and extra character. And then we come to the torso, and we see the shirt is just kind of painted on there, and that is indicative of this line. That a lot of stuff like that is just painted on. There's not really any sculpt work, and not only is that cost effective, but it really adds to the charm, I think, of a figure like this, and just looks really cool. I'm a little sad about that on the arms because the gloves are just kind of painted on there, and again, it does add to the charm. I would have liked to have seen some sculpts, but that's kind of a minor gripe, or some some cuffs here to kind of create that effect. But beyond that, we just have the spats down here. So some really nice kind of folds put in there, and pardon me, yeah, that's about it. Just really basic looking, but exactly as basic as it should be. We get a really great loadout of accessories here, so let's just jump right into it. And right out of the box, we do get a couple of C-grips down there, and then we get a couple of rest in peace hands / blade hands. Then we get a right hand that's kind of a gripping hand / thumbs up to signal for the finisher, and finally a left fist. Then we get his entrance attire, and this is my favorite part. So we get the hat done really well, very, very pliable plastic, and fits perfectly on the head. Then we get his tie, the double tie you can see there, very basic but very effective, and just got a little pull string here to go around the neck. And then finally his duster / jacket, done really well, definitely similar to the ones we've seen on the Elite collections, just made shorter. And yeah, so that is accessories. Articulation here is awesome, and if you are familiar at all with the Motu Origins line, then you're getting pretty much the same thing here. So just breaking it down, we do have a double joint in the head, and that gives us about that much down. Get a little bit up, and we do get lots of nice tilt because of the amount of space we have down there. Come to the shoulders, coming out into our T. We have single jointed elbows with some swivel. We have hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal. Nothing in the diaphragm. We get to the waist, and we are on a swivel. Get to the hips. Pretty much complete splits. Beautiful. We also get the tiniest bit of rotation at that joint as well. We are single jointed in the legs, bring us to 90. We also get some rotation there. Then we come to the boots. Boots, we have rotation. And then the feet, which don't really have a lot because the spats kind of get in the way, unfortunately. But other than that, really good articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with a Motu Origin Scareglow and a Superstars Papa Shango, with some other wrestling lines, with some Hasbro and some other Mattel, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valaverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the WWE Superstars Undertaker figure from Mattel is that this is just another great figure in a incredibly fun line. And Mattel has definitely been doing great with Origins and these Superstars figures, as well as the Masters of the WWE universe, which unfortunately I wasn't really ever able to get any because they weren't showing up around me. But in any event, this is just, it's great. If you like old school He-Man stuff, if you like wrestling, like obviously this is a must get, and these are exclusive to Walmart, unfortunately. However, this line has seemed to be pretty well distributed, because I have seen these on pegs, and Wave 1 has been just everywhere. Wave 2 I didn't see quite as much, but I hear this one's popping up everywhere as well. So I wish you happy hunting in that regard, and if there is a page on Walmart's website that has this up, then I will include that in the description below. So check that out if you are interested. And yeah, all that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff. And if you want to help the channel even more, there are ways to do that listed in the bottom of the description as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you here again as I do multiple reviews a week of various Toku, dinosaurs, monsters, and pro wrestling figures. So yeah, hope to see you back, and please take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.